And now I have taken it upon myself to bring to y'all one of the moments y'all may all have been waiting for as you're here sitting down in the sun. I will introduce to y'all the keynote speaker of the evening. He is the current reigning road march and soca monarch king. One of the most decorated and celebrated soca, not just soca, but Caribbean stars of our generation. No, let's make some noise. Let's clap, man. You'll have to clap there. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Hailing from my homeland, please welcome Machel Montano.
Wow. So much energy. Good morning. Thank you very much, FCSA. I would like to say all protocols observed, but I wanna give a special shout out to Mr. Anil Ramnanan, who is representing Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not singling him out because he represents Trinidad and Tobago, but we went to school together, and I'm proud of him. So give him a round of applause. I also would like to thank Mr. Marlon Hill, who is also my advisor, like you. He's my lawyer. Thank you to him and his wife. So big up Marlon Hill for making this happen. Okay. First of all, congratulations on your 40th anniversary. Please bear with me. I am reading from notes. Usually I speak from my heart. So I will try to put it all together, but I thought that it was very important to make a few notes for this occasion. So first of all, thank you for having me. It's truly an honor to speak to the future leaders of the Caribbean. My name is Machel Jesus Montano. Today I will be giving information that is unknown. So you might get a few insights into my life that you may have never known before. I hail from Trinidad and Tobago, of course. But please note that I consider myself a Caribbean man. And you will hear a lot more about that as I continue forward. I'm really grateful for this opportunity to share with you. I consider this, sharing about leadership and about success, especially as it pertains to my life. People say I'm a successful entertainer, musician. I think I'm much more. I'm a successful person because, as you know, I am the happiest man alive. And I think such is life. Success is happiness, but it's all relative. So I choose to speak today about my success. I'm usually invited to places to sing and dance. like All right. If you listen well, I might do some singing, all right? But priorities first. I mean, I was here this weekend for Fame Weekend in Miami. I don't know if anybody went to the performance. I was also here for Ultra. So all this singing and dancing over, but I'm here now to speak to you. And please, I have 15 minutes. I'm usually accustomed to speaking a lot. So I will try to fit all that I want to say into this 15 minutes. So let's get into it. Let's talk about success. Let's talk about leadership. I think I am an entertainer, singer, songwriter, producer. I consider myself a creator. But most importantly, I recognize that I am a leader. And I'm also a very normal, regular human being, as some people will notice. What is a leader? And I tend to think of leadership as something that you have to do with your life. You have to lead by example. I think my life is my example, and I would love for for you to spare me the moment to share some of my life story with you, which is exactly what I owe my success to, my life. First of all, let me just switch this and read something for you. I want to say that the most important thing that I put first in my life is God. Because nothing happens without God, so I want you to know that that's important. And I woke up this morning and I have a daily prayer. And it's so important to realize how everyday prayer could speak to you in a timely fashion. And when I say timely, time means everything. This morning the prayer said, Father, thank you for the gifts, talents, and abilities you have given me. Help me to find ways to share these gifts with others. Show me ways to mentor and invest in the lives around me so they can rise up higher and be all that you've called them to be. In Jesus' name, amen. So, I felt very lucky this morning to have this opportunity to share with you. And I want to talk about my life. So, I was born in Trinidad and Tobago. And the most important thing is that I consider myself to be special. I think everybody here should do the same. You are from a special place. You are of special DNA, especially mixtures. We from the Caribbean mix with everything. So I consider myself to be special, but I was also born dead, stillborn, no heartbeat, no color, purple, no breathing. And for 6 minutes, this doctor proceeded to slap and throw ice and cold water and revive me. And in times when I feel very, very low, or when I feel not motivated, or I feel, to give up or to quit, I tend to pull strength from knowing that I was born dead. Knowing that I had to struggle from the beginning to survive or to live. And that says something special to me. It says that I have a purpose. So the first thing I want to stress in life is purpose. I want you to know that if you find your purpose, half the job is done. A lot of people take long to find their purpose. They're 19, they're 20, they're 21, they're 26. They still don't know what they want to do. They're studying, they go into this course, that course. They're professional students. They're staying in school till they reach 35 and living at home by their parents because they don't want a parent. This is good. Some people take longer than others to find their purpose. Take your time. But when you do find your purpose, you have to own it. So, I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, and and I spent only 2 years there, and I moved immediately from Trinidad, and I went to school for the first time in Jamaica. Yeah, I went to Mona Prep. Shaba. But seriously, I went to school in Jamaica, and my parents went to Mona University. My father was a geologist. My mother was a guidance counselor, so they were both teachers. And I came back to Trinidad as a youngster living in Port of Spain, and I moved to South Trinidad, Yeah. So everybody like to say Machel from South. No boy Machel from Tongue. No boy Machel from Jamaica. Well, Machel is from nowhere and everywhere. I belong to you, I think I moved to a small city called Siparia town, and this is where I became famous. But let me just tell you how this journey started, right? I didn't want to sing. I never wanted to be a star. you know. But my brother started playing the guitar when he was young, and he needed somebody to sing because he had no rhythm. So he used to be like this, trying to play and sing, and he used to, like, you know, pull my ears and say, come here, sing this. And I'll be like, and I'll start singing, and my mother will come in and say one day, she say, but you have a good voice. She say, you want to go for singing lessons? And I said, okay. I went for singing lessons. I started singing with a blind music teacher. And he said, wow, you have a good voice. You want to sing in the choir? I was like, okay. So then, going in the choir now and singing and, you know, up in front, they say, you look like you're brave. You want to represent this school in Calypso competition? I was like, okay. Went in 1984 or 1982, somewhere there. I don't want to tell all them my age. But anyway, I won. The first competition I entered, I won. That could have been luck, even though I was kind of good. You know? But I started singing Calypso. I am writing a letter to the education minister because it have certain things going on, and I wonder if he is aware. Everybody running their mouth and talking school children bad. Right? But the whole song is about only talking about the children bad, but the teachers worse. So I used to say, so why condemn me, Mr. Minister, when I'm just following the footsteps of my teacher? Yeah? So they didn't like me from the get-go because I was a tyrant, and I was like, you know, social commentary, dissing the teachers and talking about the Minister of Education. But I started singing Calypso. So I won, and I won again, and I won again. And in 1984, this is just 2 years after singing, I found myself being invited to sing at Madison Square Garden with some of the greatest in the world. Mighty Sparrow, Lord Kitchener, you know, a few from Barbados, Griner. Any Bajans in the house? Yeah, all right. All right. We have any Grenadians in the house? Nice, nice. Haitians, Sakpase, Hamule. What about the U.S. Virgin Islands? They have a big, USVI is a big crew. All right. This is not the roll call. But I started singing Calypso with these guys. Okay, shh. So the most important thing that happened to me was I start singing this Calypso. I say, okay, and I reach into a career. All of a sudden, I am a child with a career. But when I look around, I only seeing old people. I seeing people in three-piece suit and people with canes, and I am like 9. So I asking my mother, like, you know, where are my peers? Where the young people in this Calypso thing? And there wasn't any. I had one other person, 2 other people. So she said, okay, you want to go where your peers at? And we went to the club. So she took me to the club to perform. And I went into the club, and they was doing like this. Tainted Love. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody was like this. Everybody was doing disco, dancehall, everybody boogling, and, you know, and everybody was singing rap, R&B, hip-hop, disco. It had this one group, lip-syncing New Edition. Gang, ching, gang. You know, like, all the moves, and the girls was like, ah! So I was like, okay, And I went to sing calypso. And I started singing calypso. And you know what happened? They went by the bar. They turned their back. They started to boo me. Boo, like boo. The worst part was while I was singing, so why can't they me this? They were singing Amazing Grace. So I quickly realized this calypso thing not looking too profitable. It looking dim. Maybe I should sing reggae. Shabba. No, but so I was like, maybe I should sing reggae. Maybe I should sing R&B. But right there and then was when my life was set. Because something in my head say, but wait, they don't like calypso. They don't like their own culture. What am I doing wrong? Something must be wrong in my head. My head started doing me like this, like I couldn't compute. And a decision was made right there and then. Do I choose to abandon my own and sing something else or be something else that was popular? And right there, I found my purpose. I had to make calypso and soca hip. I had to make it loved. I had to make it liked by young people. I established a treaty in my head. I want to see girls in pom-pom shorts in front my stage. Yeah, I wanted to see young, fashionable, beautiful, sexy, hype, instead of seeing this old, fogies. No offense to anybody, I am up there too. But anyway, this was my journey. This was my decision. And I took it upon myself to make it a lifelong quest. So what did I do? What did I do first? Well, I say, okay, they like reggae. I'll go in and learn some reggae. I learned some garnet silk. Some Bojo Banton. I started learning it like exact, eh? Come here, say boom, bye. Like, shh. Anyway, no, none of that. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, I was like, okay, I will learn it, and I will learn it so good that they will like it. And every time I sing a reggae, and the crowd go up like this, and they go, yes, I put in a calypso. And as I put in the calypso, they go back, so, I put in a reggae, and I just keep them going up, down, right? So just to hold them. And I started to decide I will put reggae music into soca. Well, I dropped calypso early because I realized the calypso was going in a direction that I couldn't save it. I couldn't save it. You have to know, you have to say, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. But give me the courage to change the things that I can. So I see soca. I say, all right, I could work with that. It have a little whining in it. It have something that could appeal to the younger people. So I choose soca. But I started to mix soca with reggae. I work with Beanie Man, Outer Space, Red Rat. I work with Shaggy, General Degree, Buccaneer, you name it, TOK, a lot of them. And in the beginning, when I started putting the reggae and the soca together and coming out for Carnival, I was ridiculed. What you bringing the Jamaicans here for? What you bringing reggae into calypso for? What you doing this for? I realize every time we call out Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, everybody here really excited to identify, no problem. But as a child, I didn't understand what they meant by why you're bringing Jamaica in. There was a time when Grenada didn't want Trinidadians in their carnival. It was only for Grenadians. I lived through all of these changes, but I knew that unity was going to be the answer. From a very young age, I was very grateful to know my purpose, know that I had this task. I felt in my brain, I'm not the best dancer, I'm not the best singer, I'm not the best musician, but I had a good education and I was smart. So I know how to put enough together and use the purpose and the philosophy of unity to make something great. I say make something great because at that age I wanted to be great. I used to watch Solid Gold and Michael Jackson and Bob Marley, and I wanted to be great. How you be great? You read about great people. You talk to great people. Great people could be your mother. I tell my mother often that I meet a lot of great people, but I am most impressed by her. She don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't want no man. All she wants is to support her children. And I think that is great. But I study a lot of great people because I understand that if you learn about their lives, you realize they were just regular, normal people. But they chose to do great things and to dedicate to it. So this was my great thing, to own my identity, own my culture, own my music, but make it great. Spirituality is also key. You have to be spiritually grounded. You know, as you go up in life, when I started singing calypso and soca, after a while the things start to get popular. It started to become fan base, fame, screaming girls, autographs, pictures. You know what happened after about 4, 5 years, 6 years of that? You forget God. You forget where you come from. You forget that thing because you're seeing all the lights and the glitz and the glamour, and it's almost like you're going out and you need to come back in. When I was small, I used to be scared to go on the stage, but something used to talk to me, something used to carry me over that threshold. And as you get older, sometimes you might lose sight of that, but every time I wanted to become great or greater, I would return to that level of spirituality. I mean, everybody here knows about the religions and whatever they choose, but to be spiritual is to know yourself, to know that voice inside, and to lead with it. How do you lead with that? Sometimes you have to lead by fighting. People like Mandela, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Gandhi. Some of them had to fight for things. I had to fight for some things. What did I fight for? I had to fight for better dressing rooms for soca artists. I had to fight to put screens on every stage. I had to fight for young people's voices to be heard and respected. I had to fight for higher wages here, make more money. I thought it was important for us to make more money doing our own thing. You know, we like to pay foreigners more money than ourselves, bring them into our islands and give them our money like if foreign is better than local. Well, we have to change that. We also have to innovate. How do we innovate? I was saying today that leadership is to lead. You have to leap. First you have to leap, which means to leap is to do like this. Just walk off. To lead, you usually have to go into the unknown. I had to go into the unknown. There were no young people singing calypso or soca. There was no guide. I had to leap into the unknown. The E, I had to excel. In order to be recognized and respected, I had to be just as good as Buju Banton, just as good as Michael Jackson. So I had to excel at what I did. I also had to adapt. The A in leadership, I had to adapt, meaning that I will come in different situations and feel I'm a West Indian and I can't, but I had to adapt. Innovation, you have to direct the quality of your life. I wanted to change the quality of my sound and innovate. I wanted to become new. And I turned myself into Machel Montano HD, high def. I was the first human being to go into high definition. What is that? Everybody have a HD TV? Anybody have a HD camera? HD this? It is to transmit a clearer message for people to receive a clearer picture. So I am HD. And the first song I sang in HD was this. All she said she wanted is one wine from me. And all she said she needed, little bit of my time. She never expected to get so addicted to my wife. She said, are you gonna hurt me? Am I your statistic? A victim of your circumstances? Or will I just get evicted from this love and safety? Please don't disappoint me. Not this time. Give me one more wine. One more time. One more time. All right. So I put in some of these songs in there, but this was his song. And this song was clearer, it was cleaner, it was sweeter, it was higher quality. I want to say, you know, not only improving the quality, but I had to improve the philosophy of the Caribbean. I grew up doing shows in Barbados. I have family in Guave, in Grenada. I spent a lot of years in the Bahamas, St. Croix, and the Bahamas, the US Virgin Islands like St. Croix, St. Thomas. So I consider myself a Caribbean man. And I say this to you now, another measure of success is to look around and see how many other people have I made successful. This is the most important part. We are here on this earth for relationships, to communicate. You're here for individual reasons within yourself, but none of those reasons are going to get executed, or none of those purposes will be executed if you don't have relationships, if you don't share with other people, share ideas, share dreams, share stories. I would like to big up my Ecstatic band and the HD band, who have, you know, they have been my friends for many years, but look at it this way. Two of my keyboard players are from Barbados. My bass player is from Grenada. Well, last bass player. You know, I have a drummer from Trinidad. I have had a Caribbean band. And again, when I brought these Caribbean musicians into Trinidad, they was like, what you bringing in the Bajans for? What you bringing in the Jamaicans for? It's always this kind of resistance. And to me, I seen it as exciting. You know? Because this reminds me of a project I did with the UN called the Exchange Project. When I discuss with people, we are all the same, yet we are all unique. What is unique? All right, what is the same and what is unique? All right, let me try it this way. Anybody know what pilau is? If any of the students here have not had pilau, please ask your Trini friends to cook your pilau. Pilau is chicken, rice, and peas. Jamaica know about rice and peas. Is the best rice and peas in the world. In Guyana, where the GT massive, any GT in the business? In Guyana, they call it cook-up. Yes? We have any Dominican Republic, Cuba. Over there, they call it arroz con pollo. And what they call it in Haiti? Tili à bois. Garçon. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, we all know what to do with rice, peas, and chicken. Yet, we do it. All right, settle down. Settle down. And not because I say food, everybody start to make noise and get hungry. Chill out. But anyway, we all cooking the same thing, but yet with a difference. So you could always see how unique you are, but you could always bring it back to the fact that we are one, which comes back to my point about unity. So sit in a group, sit in groups, and ask each other about each other's heritage and culture, and find the uniqueness, but yet always revert to the similarity, because you will realize that we are one. I mean, they put us here before I came on stage. They gave me a nice Trinidad pin because they want me to represent where I'm from. I wish I had a pin with all the islands on my jacket. And this is going to be your task. This is going to be your future. We have left the age of religion, and we're now into the age of technology. How am I successful every year? I am successful because I firstly believe that I am good. I actually believe that I am great. I was created by a great creator, and I was given the ability to create and innovate. So I am great. I try to want to be happy about that. I choose to be happy about that. The happiest man alive means that I wake up this morning and I choose to be happy because I have arms, legs, eyes, smile, and I could breathe and I could create. Amen. But how do we measure that success? I have invested in a lot of other young people like Patrice Roberts, Farmer Nappy. And, you know, they were not from my area. They were from my country, but not my area. But I say, you have to share. The future of the Caribbean is in sharing information, sharing technology, but most importantly, sharing who we are. You are going to be given the task of leaving the mark on the world that the Caribbean is supposed to. This is our time. Everybody want to go upon the river, upon the bank. Everybody want to go carnival. Everybody in the world love the Caribbean. They love paradise. They love the weather. Now is a time when people like Sean Paul, Shaggy, Rihanna, on top of the charts. Why they like it? Because we're different. We have vibes. Well, we are sons of slaves, indentured laborers. We came from somewhere else. I need you all to take it to them. You know what it means by take it to them? Go to the world and show them we are West Indians. We run New York Labor Day. We run Caribana. We run Miami Carnival. We, the West Indians, are doing a lot of the work for America. You understand? We are in high places. In Trinidad and Tobago, I say be proud, because we are a country that has recycled since 110 years. Steel pan. We are the innovators of the steel pan. You have your things like your junk canoe. Grenada, you have your jab. I'm saying now is your time to unite and speak to the world. In numbers, we are a greater force. So, I share a little bit about my life, and I want to leave you with a little bit of notes that I wrote. Just some advice for young Caribbean leaders as you go forward. Empower yourselves, please. And how do you empower yourselves? Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Most importantly, unlock your mind. We must do away with the attitude as we unite. Do away with the attitude of individual, king of the rock. You know? I think a unified block pooling resources and promoting the unique USWI, the United States of the West Indies. Remember, CARICOM has failed. But we have something better. We have music. We have art. We have the computer, which is the social networks. Everybody on Facebook. And my Instagram is Machel Montano. Please follow me. Follow me and I'll follow you. And that's how we getting to know each other today, not so? Watch my pictures, I'll watch yours. Show me mine, I'll show you yours. All right. But anyway, I'm saying, please, when you come together, guys, seek the higher ground, criticize less, compliment more, condemn less, and seek to understand and interact constructively. I don't want the yardies over there, and the Trinis over there, and the Lucians over here, and the Belizeans down in the back, and put yourselves in groups. Practice to do things together, as she said. Don't be shy, mix up. Because know that your future depends on what you do for Caribbean unity and how it affects the world. We have something to give to the world. Our smiles, our happiness. The most important thing I've taken from this room is your energy. I'm going to use your energy tonight at your party.
This is how you juggle in Jamaica. This is how you...
See, that energy right there is more valuable than oil. That is more valuable than oil. Trust me, I know. I could use that. And I will do that tonight to party with you. So hold on. Just bear with me. I'm wrapping up now. I'm wrapping up. I want you all to realize that we have a precious home, this Caribbean. We are one by history, by blood, sweat, tears. I want you to nurture this home, manage it. Manage the Caribbean with good fathers, good mothers. I had a great father and mother. Great mother and father. And I'm fortunate. You may not have a mother and father. Try to be a mother or a father to somebody. Try to share somebody's mother or father. There's enough to go around. Be great thinkers. Be skillful managers. Be noble. Be humble. And be inspirational leaders. And to be a leader, you have to be a visionary. You have to be compassionate. You have to have integrity. I begged my mother to leave school in the A-level state to study music. And she said, all you have to do is have integrity. I want you all to reject the notion that your government or head of state is your leader. Every member of society must be groomed to lead. To lead is to dream, to plan, to implement, execute. And then you have to get others to buy in and follow. On Instagram, Machel Montano, MachelMontano. You have to support each other, realize and enjoy the fruits of this endeavor. Please, leaders, you must be parents, you must be teachers, you must be farmers. Food is important, rice and peas. public servants, and health workers. The whole society must be infused with the spirit, I am Caribbean. I am supported by my brothers and sisters from Jamaica to Guyana. We can be a world contributor. And I think the biggest thing that we could contribute to the world is happiness. We are the happiest people alive. You see me, love to play, love to. You see me, I's a man. I always happy once money in the hand, but I don't got no. For no stress in my head, love on me mind, so I'm ready to go on the.
This is the measure of success.
Oh yeah! Woo! Pull up, pull up, pull up. Wheel, wheel. Settle down. So first of all, thank you very much for having me. I will do it quick. Run it, quick.
Yeah.
Hey!
This is the measure of success.
Yes. Somebody say, do like this. Oh yo, oh yeah. Somebody say, why yo, oh yeah. Show me where you're from. You see me, I's a man, love to play, love to jam. Tell them, you see me, hey, I's a man. Tell them, I always happy with no flagging. And say, but I don't got no, for no worries. I don't got no time for no stressing. Rum on me mind, so I'm ready to go on the road.
Island 360.
I come out to live me life. What up, Papa? Hey, I'm and live me life. Oh gosh, I'm the happiest man alive. I come out to live me life. Jump around and live me life. Hey, I'm and live me life. Hey, tell them I'm the happiest man alive. Somebody say, oh yo. What we gonna do? Somebody say, live me life. Somebody say, whoa. Live me life. Live me life. Thank you very. Hold on. Tonight. Settle down. Only wait now, hold on now. I am not dressed to get on bad. Most importantly, I would like to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak and to share with you. Big up Miami-Dade. Family who bless yourself to the family crew. Respect. All right. You see, remember, all I want you to take away. Hey, rowdy crew. All I want you to remember is this energy with which you identify where you're from. Please use it to unite as a Caribbean. Thank you very much. Respect.
On the behalf of FCSA and Miami-Dade North Campus, we would like to present you with this honor of speaking with us. Thank you so much for coming.